Touch it once, and it folds. Touch it twice, and it folds even faster. Call it dramatic, but Mimosa pudica doesn't care. It's got boundaries, and it enforces them better than most people you know. This plant, often nicknamed the sensitive plant or touch-me-not, reacts like it just saw its ex walk in with someone hotter. No warnings, no long talks, just a full-body shutdown. It literally folds its leaves, one after the other, like it's tired of everyone's nonsense. And it does it in under a second. Meanwhile, you still can't fold a fitted bedsheet. But wait, why does it do that? Is it scared? Tired? Just having one of those days? Well, kind of all the above minus the emotions. It's called thigmonesty, a fancy word that basically means, I don't like being touched, and here's my over-the-top response. It's not out of shyness or attitude, it's a survival strategy. Predators, especially insects, don't like to mess with things that suddenly move. So, by collapsing its leaves, Mimosa creates the illusion that it's either not edible or possibly dying. And let's be real, nobody wants to eat something that looks like it just gave up on life. Even goats avoid it. And goats eat cardboard. But the science behind the folding? Oh, it's juicy. Inside each leaf stalk are these little pads called pulvini, like tiny hydraulic machines. When touched, they rapidly release potassium ions, which causes water to rush out of the cells. As a result, the cells lose pressure and boom, the leaf folds. No brain, no nerves, just raw biological sass. It's like the plant equivalent of someone dramatically walking out of a room, then peeking from behind the curtain to see if you noticed. And here's the twist. It resets itself after a few minutes. Quietly. Like someone who threw a tantrum and then acted like nothing happened. It doesn't apologize, it just opens back up, bold. Now here's what makes it even wilder. If you keep poking it, yes, people test this for real, it starts to fold slower. Why? Because even plants get tired of reacting to the same drama over and over again. It's called habituation, a form of non-associative learning. Yes, learning. From a plant. Without a brain. So next time someone says you're overreacting, just say you're in your Mimosa pudica era. And get this. Scientists discovered that the sensitive plant can remember its response pattern for weeks. So when it learns that nothing bad happens after being touched repeatedly, it doesn't waste energy reacting to it anymore. Meanwhile, some humans still reply to their ex's texts at 2 a.m. It's also super picky about when it closes up. It responds faster to a quick jab than to a light breeze because, yes, this plant has standards. It knows how to tell the difference between wind, rain, and that one guy who can't keep his hands to himself. Now let's talk movement, because this thing isn't just folding its leaves for fun. It's engaging in one of the fastest plant movements on Earth. Think about that for a second. A plant, moving, on command. You touch, it flinches. In a world where most plants are basically chill furniture, Mimosa acts like it's on its third cup of espresso and someone just said, we need to talk. And don't even get me started on its roots. Its roots can sense the direction of water, even in complete darkness. And if you're thinking, well, that's normal, no it's not. These roots navigate toward water like a dehydrated gossip looking for juicy details. It's all thanks to a process called hydrotropism. And again, no brain involved, just pure biological street smarts. It also closes its leaves at night. Yep, it sleeps. The technical term is nyctinisty, because apparently even plants need to log off and recharge. Unlike you scrolling through TikTok at 2:46 a.m. You know what else is wild? It can grow in poor soil, polluted areas, and even places most plants throw in the towel and rot. It's like the underdog of the plant world that refuses to quit, folding its way through life one petty reaction at a time. And that's not all. In countries like India, Mimosa pudica is a regular in traditional medicine cabinets. They use its roots for snake bite remedies, its leaves for treating diarrhea, inflammation and anxiety. And no, it's not because people think it's cute and bashful. It's because the plant has actual antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory properties. It also has alkaloids, flavonoids, and mimicine, chemical compounds that help it defend itself from pests. It's cute, sure, but it's also kind of a ninja. Oh, and insects don't like hanging around it for too long. The folding makes it hard for them to chill on the leaves or lay eggs. It's nature's version of a no loitering sign. And while everyone's obsessed with roses and orchids, Mimosa pudica is quietly out here flexing complex movement mechanics, surviving in tough conditions, and developing memory patterns, all while looking like a soft, shy little leaf. Talk about emotional range. And it gets deeper. Mimosa pudica seeds are used in research. Why? Because scientists are trying to understand how a brainless organism can still show behaviors that suspiciously resemble memory and learning. Not memory like where did I leave my keys, but enough to say, hey, I felt this before, I don't need to react again. Let that sink in, a plant that folds and learns. While some people are out here confusing spinach with lettuce. In fact, there's a study by biologist Monica Gagliano, where she dropped mimosa plants repeatedly and watched them stop reacting, because they realized they weren't getting hurt. Not once, not twice, 60 times. And they still remembered days later. Do you understand how deep that is? We're dealing with a plant that doesn't even have a nervous system. Doing cost-benefit analysis. And you're here thinking it's just a leafy drama queen. Nah, it's giving high IQ in a green outfit. And this plant isn't new to the spotlight. Charles Darwin studied it too. He was obsessed with the way it moved, because it didn't make sense in his time. Fast movement, in a plant, no vines, no tension, no trickery, just pressure changes. Water in, water out, flop, fold, done. Also, the mimosa isn't just from one region. It's native to South and Central America, but now it's been passport stamped and thriving in Asia, Africa, and Australia. It grows like it belongs everywhere and reacts like it belongs to no one. It's technically a creeping herb, but don't let the word creeping fool you. It doesn't sneak, it sprawls, boldly. It climbs over other plants and claims territory like it's gentrifying your garden. And its flowers? Oh, the flowers. Small, round, fluffy pink puffs that look like they belong on a birthday cupcake. Totally soft-looking. Meanwhile, the plant itself is setting boundaries faster than most therapists. The sensitive plant has no brain, no nerves, and no chill, and yet, it still manages to have better boundaries, sharper reflexes, and longer memory than most of us. It's one of the few plants that actually moves in real time, can remember without a brain, and somehow still has healing properties that modern science is just catching up with. Honestly, the rest of us are just trying to keep up. Now hey, real talk, if you watched all this and didn't subscribe, look, I won't say I'll fold my leaves in protest, but just know I'm dramatically closing one eye and pretending not to be offended. Go on, tap it, subscribe, do it for the plants, or do it because now you feel touched, pun painfully intended.